I'm going to put the VTX, it's the video transmitter. There's an antenna, there is the actual electronics of the transmitter. There's some cables here to connect to the camera. We're going to put all those things on the top plate of the drone. These little switches right here, now you probably can't see them, but they control the frequency. And there's some heat shrink that's over it, so I got to take that off so that I can access those to change the frequency if I need to. The other thing that we did is we added some little padding here so that when it sits on here, it's got a little bit of cushion. So we're zip tying it to the frame. That's the antenna right there. With the receiver, this is the power cable. So what they are suggesting doing is you cut this wire actually and just solder it directly to this PDB. I always get nervous cutting wires, but it's worked out so far. These tiny wires, they don't have good strippers for, or at least I haven't found one, so I just use an X-Acto knife. I just soldered that in. So now what's going to happen is we're going to connect the wires for this camera to the receiver for the camera. So that's going to go about there. It'll go like that. This is going to be here, so it doesn't have to be very long. This goes into the receiver and this goes into the camera. So I need to solder them together. I don't need these green and white wires. I push these little tabs down and then I can pull those out. Like that. This goes into the camera. This goes into there, so they don't really need to be that long. Okay, so I got to connect these two wires together. Sorry, these 6 wires, 3 wires. One thing he told me to do is to put heat shrink on these before I solder them so that I can reinforce the joint with heat shrink. So I have to do this quick so that the heat shrink doesn't melt while I'm soldering the joints together. That's for the camera. Okay, so now I'm going to put the camera, attach it to this with the wire that I just made. These go in there. That's the top of the drone. And you tilt the camera up a little bit like that so that when it's flying forward you can see straight.